Hi everyone. This week I'm giving you a project that's called Illustration of a Nation. And you're going to have lots of choices. You're going to be able to choose a nation or a country, and you're going to base your whole project on just that country. I have behind me a poster that shows the nation of Italy. It's just the outline of the map of Italy, and that one is very detailed. We're not going to do that much detail on our project. And in a minute, I'll show you the project I'm working on of Italy. But you can choose any country, so it could be our own country, America, it could be France or Israel, Italy, it could be Ireland, Canada. You choose the country, and then you're going to do a little bit of research. This is going to take a little bit of research, and you're going to look up symbols or images that you can draw that represent that country. So let me show you some examples.
So here's an example of a map of Italy. And that's probably the first thing you're going to need to search for. You'll probably need your mom or your dad or somebody to help you do a search online for a map of your country or the shape of your country. And then next, you're going to want to search for symbols of your country. So here are some symbols of Italy that I found online. And then next, I searched for major cities of Italy. So you might want to do a search of major cities of your country. And then once you find those major cities, you can look for flags of those cities. Sometimes cities have their own flag. Or in my situation, I found a crest. This is a crest of the city of Genoa, which is a city in Italy. So you might find something like that. If you'd like, you can do Africa. Africa is actually an entire continent, but that would be fine. And here is the shape of Africa. And then I did a search of symbols of Africa, and I found this, and it has lots of cool African animals that you could do, like giraffes and lions, zebras. Here is the shape of Ireland, and it also shows the Irish flag. And here are some major cities that are in Ireland. Here is a picture of France, and so this is what you would draw if you want to do France, and it's also showing the colors of the flag. Here is a picture of Japan. So this is what you would draw if you want to do the nation of Japan.
So here's one that I'm working on of Italy, and you can see obviously it's not done yet, but you can see some of the symbols and images that I've put inside the shape of the country. And I'll show you how I did the shape of the country in just a minute. I'll show you how I got started. But some things I already knew, like I knew that Italy is known for its vineyards and growing grapes and making fine wine. It's known for tomato sauce and all kinds of wonderful Italian food. This is just an image of the Colosseum, which is in Rome, which would be right in this area in the country. So some things I already knew and were very familiar with, but other things I had to do research on. Like up here, this is a crest of the city of Genoa. And down here, I'm not done yet, but this is an emblem that is on the flag of Calabria. So I'll show you how I got started with the outline of the country. I used a reference picture. I pulled up a picture online of a map of Italy, and then I drew just the basic shape at first with a pencil. Has this kind of boot shape. Okay, very basic. Here I drew a little bit of Sicily down here, and this is, I believe, Sardinia, which is an island, part of Italy. So there I just have the very, very basic shape in pencil. And then I went back over it with black marker and I took much more time doing details. So here's what I mean. I just went very slowly and I looked at the picture of the map while I added more detail to the edges. Okay, this is called a contour line drawing. So usually when we draw things, we do basic shapes like circles and ovals. But on this one, I just did a contour line drawing, which means I just drew all along the outer edge of the shape of the country. And then now, again, I'm going over it and I'm refining it. I'm making it a little bit more detailed. I know it's kind of hard to see what I'm doing at times, but I'm trying to make it look a little bit more like the actual shape of the map. So like here, when I just came down real quick and made that heel on the map, there's actually a little piece that bumps out like that. I'm just looking at the map as I'm going around the edges and I'm trying to make it as accurate as I can. Okay, again with black marker. And then when I'm done, I do this too. When I'm done, I can erase my extra pencil lines that I don't need. You can add little islands if there are little islands, like there's a little island there, little island there. This is part of Sicily. Okay, so once I'm done, then I'm going to go back and erase any extra pencil lines I don't need. Okay, so now that I erased my pencil lines, now I can start with all the fun part, which is drawing images of symbols and objects inside, and also you can do outside the shape of your country as well. I would like you to incorporate the flag somehow, or part of the flag. So in this first one that I'm working on, I'm just using the background to do like a big zoom in close-up of the flag, which the flag of Italy is just 3 stripes, green, white, and red. So that's going to be my background. On this one, I'll do something different, and maybe I'll leave the background fairly simple and plain, and I'm going to focus most of my attention just on the inside, and maybe I'll do the flag on the inside this time. So maybe right in the middle, I'll draw the flag waving, something like that. And I will do the stripes like that. So I'd like you to incorporate the flag, but you can incorporate it any way you'd like. Maybe I'll outline this whole thing with black, like this. And then I'll do the stripes, green, white, and red. Okay, so that's just an example. And then again, fill it with images. So for Italy, I did, you know, a wine glass, like that. I could do olives and olive trees. I could do more grapevines. I can do landmarks, famous landmarks. Like in this one, I did the Colosseum. If you're doing France, of course, you could do Paris. You could show the Eiffel Tower. You know, maybe you're doing Egypt and you want to show the pyramids and the You could even do fun things like hieroglyphics and things like that. Really, the possibilities are endless because there's lots of countries to choose from. So you're just going to continue filling in your nation with different images. So here I started a little grape leaf. Maybe I would do another grape leaf here. So think about maybe what food is eaten in that country, what animals are native to that country, what animals live in that country. So for example, if you're doing Africa, you can draw pictures of giraffes and zebras and elephants. That would be really fun. You can think of, again, famous landmarks. I would rather you not do words in this project. So I'd rather you keep it just images, pictures that you draw. So, don't label cities or anything. Let's try to keep it just pictures or images that you're drawing and no words. So here again is the first one that I have been working on, and it's not done yet. Again, it's going to take you a while. So take your time. There's no rush. I will finish this.
Okay, so I did finish. And here is my project, the nation of Italy. You'll notice that I did label my country, so you are free to do that. You're welcome to do that. When I said no words, I meant inside the country, inside where the pictures are. But if you want to write the name of your country in a fancy lettering of some kind, that would be great. I did mine in black Sharpie. I also wanted to point out that I did add a little bit of shadow to the edges of my country with some regular graphite pencil. So I'm going to show you a close-up of that. Right along the edge, I just took my pencil and I shaded a little bit and I blended it with, you can either use your finger or if you have a blending tool at home, you can use a blending tool. And here, I just drew some red arrows to show you where I shaded. So you certainly don't have to do that, but if you want to try it, you can. I just thought it was a neat little ending touch to put a shadow around the edges of my country. So anyway, now is time for you to start your project, the illustration of a nation.
So I hope you have fun doing this project. Again, it's going to take you a while, so I don't expect you to be done by next week. But have fun and take your time and give it some thought before you choose your country. You might want to choose a country that's part of your family's heritage, or just maybe a country that you've always dreamed of visiting. But I can't wait to see what you guys come up with, and have a great week.